So, by the title, you probably know what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be quite a few YouTubers today who have been quite nasty to some others. So let's get onto the stories then. I'm going to first read you what happened and tell you about it. So, uh, if you don't know, in the Doctor Who community, there's a group of YouTubers called the Whoadicts, and they basically replied to a tweet about um, Sam Smith and the trans community. I'll explain it to you in a minute. I'm just making sure I spread this around. So let me just do this, and I'll get back to you. Right, that's one of them done. I'll just do the other one, and we can get on to it. This is quite a messy situation, really. So I have to go into depth, and I have to have all tweets up as well. So yeah, fun. Yeah, we can we can call out. We're gonna call out some major Doctor Who YouTubers who've been in this situation and have jumped on the bandwagon of hate, basically. I'm going. Can't think of what my password is, so it will take me a little longer. Let me just try level 1. See if this works. Is that got it? Think so. Yeah, we got it in. Yeah, that's worked. That's good. That's good. That's good. Right, there we go. So now we've got that, and we can get on to the actual topic of the stream. Oh, hang on. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Great. Cool. That's all I needed to do. Yeah, that's fine. That's all good. Right. Now we can get onto it. Send 4. In the Doctor Who community, we have the Whoadix, who is probably the oldest Doctor Who channel, I'd say. Well, Doctor Who fan channel. So before Farries, before who's there, before everyone basically, and they put out a tweet saying, well, replying to somebody, got nothing against trans people, got a lot of great friends who are trans, but in my opinion, Sam Smith uses his pronouns in a way which I think are disingenuine. Have been more negative press to the education of trans people than positive. Nothing against the whole community. Now, what I get from that is it's their own opinion. It's not offending anyone in the community. I think really the most that I think people are trying to grab at is that they don't respect Sam Smith's pronouns. Now, if he's doing it in a weird way, so let's just say I was trans. I transitioned and I wanted my pronouns to be 4 different ones. I wanted it to be called a helicopter, a Nintendo Switch, a TARDIS, and a bottle of Pepsi. So those are my 4 pronouns basically. That's what I wanted to be called. But it would be very disingenuous and basically middle finger to the trans community. Or, in my opinion, it would be a massive middle finger to them because even though I would be trans, I'd be mocking pronouns basically. Even though I think pronouns can be taken over the top quite a bit. Most of them are completely fine, but that comment spread everywhere and caused them to get a shitload of hate. So, which that's what Twitter normally does. They see one mistake like this, and they're all wrong with it, and people on the side of the trans community will start being hateful and nasty and be worse than the original tweet, basically. This is where I have a problem with it, not with the trans community itself, but the YouTubers who jump on the bandwagon because they don't want to get cancelled themselves for siding with the heretics. That's why I'm sticking up for them, because I see no one else doing it. So just to get this out there, and people shouldn't be forced off a certain platform like Twitter just because of their opinion, which really wasn't that bad. Reading it, all it's saying is it may be being disingenuous to the trans community, which I don't know if he has exactly been disingenuous, but you never know. I did speak to a friend who had transitioned, and I showed them this tweet, and I'll interpret their words. This is not exactly what they said. That basically what they feel looking at that tweet is he was more looking out for the community than being nasty to the community. And they said the reason they thought that is because of what it says here is bringing more negative press to the education of trans people than positive. So yeah. Now, I am in support of trans people. I'm in Discord groups with trans people who are lovely people. And so I see this. I'm reading it. Yes, Sam Smith is non-binary, which I don't know a lot about non-binary myself. I just know I might be wrong when I say this. They don't identify as either gender. So, sorry, I just had a message. I lost my train of thought. So I don't know exactly what non-binary is. I think this. I might be completely wrong, but basically, is they don't identify as a male or female, but that's just what I think, or what I've seen, and I've tried to learn more about it. But then let's go on to Faris now, who was very what is it? Very on the side of, oh shit, they're being cancelled. Let me back away from them so I don't get cancelled myself. So he put, for the record, I don't condone the comments made by the Heretics, and I'll follow them because of the following statements. It's a visa now have they activated. Having your identity respected should ever be conditional. Well, I look at that, and I think, well, they were being respectful to the community themselves, and and yes, it may be twisted that it was attacking Sam Smith, where I don't think it was, and even if you have transitioned, or are non-binary, it doesn't mean that you're shielded from being disrespectful to people. So I look at it where, yeah, it's their opinion. They think, well, Heretics think that, yes, he is being a bit disrespectful, but we don't want that on the community. We want a positive light on the community. So that's what I think. And then and then you have the trans side of Twitter, basically, who haven't even watched Doctor Who, basically, and I don't know who they are, just jumping on the bandwagon and basically call them a piece of shit and all that. Basically, being a lot more hateful and a lot more nasty than the Heretics even were. Well, they weren't even being nasty, were they? They were just having their opinion. But I've put to some of these because I've got positivity in the bio and things like that, and how they spread positivity. I put on one, yes, sending hate to them and making the situation worse is definitely spreading positivity, isn't it? And then you've got another channel which I look up to, which is Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast, which is run by Crispy Fro and Red Art Archer Live. Now, I think Crispy stayed away from the situation because he's always been very close with the Heretics. But then you have Troy is Red Archer Live, basically celebrating that this Heretics had left Twitter, which I find very disingenuous, because he's said nice things in the past, but as soon as the community switches and turns on him, well, one mistake, he's put out a tweet saying that they've deleted the Twitter and a gif of partying. Now, I don't know if you can see this. I'll try and show you what it's all. So they put some sort of that. They put that up. You probably couldn't read the tweet. It's probably backwards, but you know what they did. So let's go on to the little Twitter battle I had with Faris himself. Let's find it. Saying that I'm on the wrong account, aren't I? I'm on the spare account. Just see if I can log in here. Yes, I can. Right, so let's go to what was basically being said. So here we are. So let's see what he's put then. So he put that Darius put the tweet saying that they deactivated the account and he had unfollowed them. I put, stop jumping on the bandwagon. It's their opinion, and an opinion that has been spun to look bad, which it was. So jumping out, and he's put, it's not jumping out on the bandwagon to say people should not have their identities disrespected. Shush. So being a bit of a hypocrite there, he's saying that they should be respected and then shushing me, which I feel is quite disrespectful in itself. I might be wrong, but that's how I feel. So I put, they didn't disrespect them. The Heretics didn't use any wrong pronouns and was more on the trans community side, which, as you can see by the tweet they did, they were more pushing, they wanted positivity for the trans community. Then I put this because I'm half deaf. I put it in your comments today on his YouTube channel. A deaf person was asking for subtitles, and people were saying it was so frustrating to add them because. It was so frustrating to add them, but because I'm deaf, do I want to cancel them? No, I don't. I don't. I'm saying basically, somebody said putting titles, some subtitles for deaf people are frustrating. Well, that could be taken as offensive, or it could be taken as somebody's opinion, which it is. It has been taken as somebody's opinion by me. Even though I'd like to add subtitles to this channel, I don't think I can because I don't think I'm on over a certain amount of subs or views. And if I am over them, I will happily find out how to add the titles. But what I basically was trying to say is the trans community and these YouTubers have misinterpreted it as something bad when it isn't. It's somebody's opinion, and they want something better for that community. And with my comments is basically doing it from my point of view with my disability. I know a disability and gender isn't the same thing, but they're on the same level. Because if somebody was disrespecting me, being half deaf, half of well, I say half, 75% of this anger to the Heretics, if they had said something about deaf people, that the anger would have been none. There would have been none, because at this point, in my opinion, you can't really disrespect people with hearing disabilities. Or sorry, I said that wrong. I'll start from the beginning. Over the years, if you make fun of deaf people or make fun of blind people, nobody bats an eyelid because they think it's not a big deal. So when it comes to a comment like this, which isn't harmful at all, and it doesn't disrespect the trans community itself, I don't know, it just questions if Sam Smith is being what's it called? Disingenuine. Is it which it could be, it couldn't be. But is he ever gonna see these tweets? Probably not. So yeah, I didn't want to stay on here for a long time, but I want to get my points across that these YouTubers are being a bunch of hypocrites. The Heretics did nothing wrong, and things have been taken way out of context, and there's been hate brought to them, a lot more hate than they put towards the trans community, which, as I said, wasn't really hate, was it? So that's all I have to say. And if any of these YouTubers have bothered to sit through this, which they probably haven't, because they've probably seen the first few minutes and thought, "Oh, it's against me," or "It's not. This isn't my opinion." That's fine. As I've been saying, that's your opinion. You didn't like this. That's fine. If you like it, that's great. But just because you say something bad, well, I'll say bad, you say something that trans people don't like to hear and take it way too far, does that mean you don't have an opinion, or you can't have an opinion against that certain community? Because you should, even if it's a good or a bad opinion, you should be allowed to have it. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So I hope you have enjoyed this, even though it's been me ranting and raving about Twitter shit. I hope you at least enjoyed it. And let's see if this video might stir up a little bit in the community, but I don't know. We'll find out. I'll see you in the next video when that's out. And I hope you have enjoyed the first live of this year. And believe me, I want to go live with the new setup I've got. That I want to do more stuff live and call out more things like this. So I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.